Happy New Year. It's been a couple weeks since we've been behind the camera, so this week is just easy drinking wine, so getting you back into the swing of things after the holidays. So we don't have too many announcements, but I'll let Dylan kind of mention where we're going with our classes this year.
Well, I hope everyone enjoyed their holidays. I know we did. It seemed like they were long, right?
Yeah.
Holidays seem to go for a while,
Yes.
but I can say I'm glad they're over and I'm glad the rain is here. But like Kristen said, we do have some classes coming up. We have all of California, which we're going to be doing.
That's nice.
We're going to be doing a lot of AVAs, so we'll probably just touch on Temecula, but basically we're going to go from Malibu Hills all the way on up into the most northern part of California, which, believe it or not, even around Chico, they grow a lot of good wines. They make a lot of good wines, some good Pinot Noir up in that area, and I'm hoping to get some of those Pinots, which we've carried here before, but very sporadically. But I'll tell you, for those of you that, and I know almost everybody that comes to this shop really does appreciate good California wines, we're not going to be pouring wines that we normally pour. So a lot of the brands that, or a lot of the labels that you're used to seeing, you won't see too many, if any of them. We really are going to try new things and introduce you to some new wines. And based on that feedback that we get from those wines, we'll decide whether we're going to carry them here at the shop or not. So it's a great way to, one, learn about California history winemaking, and then also to be one of the first ones here at the shop to be able to taste some of the labels and say, oh yeah, I tasted that wine, that's why it's here.
I'm so sad. I'm going to be back in school, so I always seem to miss the classes. They're always the nights that I have to be at school. So.
But they're going to start, thank you for reminding me of that, they're going to start February 8th. So what is that, the Monday after Super Bowl weekend,
Yes.
I believe? So February 8th, 15th, 22nd, and 29th.
Yes.
It's 4 consecutive Monday nights, and we will be starting from 6:30. We typically go from till 8:30, 9 o'clock, and it's always a good time. We always have great wines that we get to try. And we're going to be touching on subjects that many of you are familiar with, and then some of you will have never heard some of these things about California winemaking right in your own backyard.
Yeah.
So we've got a great
Good.
tasting, yeah.
We do, yeah. Let's go ahead and get started. This is our Di Bruno, and we had their red blend a while back. Loved it. And then this is their white blend.
So this is an effort, so Bruno Di Alfonso, many of you may have heard that name before, but he used to make wines for Curran. He also used to make wines for Chalon. And then he married a woman by the name of Chris Curran, who also worked for Richard Sanford back in the day. And then probably most famously made 7 vintages of Sea Smoke Pinot Noir, which Sea Smoke Pinot Noir really became a cult wine, and it became truly a high-prized Pinot Noir out of California. And they made single vineyard Pinot Noirs from pretty much all over California. So this is a collaborative effort between them. The Di Bruno label is, well, now she works full-time for them. It's a collaborative effort full-time now since they're married. But this here is a blend of, get this, Grenache Blanc, Sauvignon Blanc, Chardonnay, Pinot Grigio, and Gewürztraminer is the blend. It's all stainless steel. There's no oak in any of this. And what a really beautiful, tasty wine.
It's a great wine.
It reminds me really of being in the vineyard and tasting in a barrel room is what it reminded me of. It just really has a lot of that nose, that real floral nose. Just reminds me of tasting in the springtime.
Yeah, I thought of flowers on the nose, of white blossom.
Exactly.
That gardenia.
Real pretty.
Yeah.
So, next we're going to go on to the Castello.
Yes.
So the Castello di Albula, we've tried this. This was one of our wines that we were tasting on the Italian class. It went really well. It's a Chianti. I think it drinks better than a lot of the Chiantis that we've carried here at the shop. It has that real dry dustiness, which good Chianti is known for. It's anywhere from light, medium to medium bodied, which I really appreciate that style of Chianti. 100% Sangiovese, and good winemaking that comes out of this family. So for those of you that are planning your spaghetti and pizza and lasagna dinners coming up in the next couple of months, make sure you come in and try that, yeah.
Perfect little pairing right there. All right, so this is probably my favorite of the tasting. This is our Grenache. Love it.
The Bodega Rancho, yes, this comes out of Bennett Valley, specifically it comes out of Judge Vineyard. It is 100% Grenache. It does see a slight bit of oak. It's not overly oak. Grenache typically doesn't get overly oak, but has this real punchiness to it, which I really like, and it has a real nice mouthfeel to it. You know, I'd probably go real light with this. I'd be thinking something along the lines of like maybe grilled chicken. For those of you that like to do just a grilled salt and pepper chicken, maybe a little bit of herbs de Provence in that, and then you know, roast it. What a great pairing that would be. So, and a real easy pairing to do, and you would hit a home run just right out of the park.
Nice.
Right?
Alrighty, and then another great wine. This is our Mysteriama. This is the Trinitas Mysteriama.
So we've become big fans of Trinitas over the years. Most recently, especially since Heidi's departure and Heidi going over to Trinitas. But this is the Mysteriama, and this is out of Mendocino County and also Contra Costa County. But this is Carignan. It's Old Vine Petit Syrah, Old Vine Zin, Old Vine Mataro, and Alicante Boucher. Those are the varieties, the grape varieties that are in here. And when you know, this wine, it's got a little bit of sweetness to it. Did you notice that? It's just got just a touch of it, but it's a big, beautiful, full-bodied, complex wine that I absolutely adore. So make sure you try this with some grilled meats. I think grilled meats is the way to go with this wine, because it's got enough tannin structure and definitely has got a good level of oak. If memory serves me right, it spends like 18 months on oak. So really, really well made.
And our Flora Springs Merlot.
Right, so Flora Springs Merlot out of Napa Valley. This is an 80-20 split. So, well, let me back up. It's primarily Merlot. It's 96% Merlot. It has 4% Malbec. It's an 80-20 split of American and of primarily French oak and American oak. So 80% French oak, 20% American oak. Spends 13 months, 13 months on oak. And for those of you that really like, you know, I hear this a lot, and you have too, Kristen, is, you know, oh, I'm not a big Merlot fan. You know, I like big, bold wines like Cabernet Sauvignon. Do not discount this wine. This definitely is a cab drinker's Merlot. There is nothing shy or restrained or pulled back about this Merlot. This Merlot is big. It's got some good tannins to it. They're silky, but yes, there is a little bit of grip to it for those of you that like, you know, a nice ribeye. But if I was to do something with this and you don't want to grill outside, you know, just do a pan-seared filet mignon. They call it filet mignon au poivre, and I think that would go absolutely really, really well with this.
You get me hungry.
Yeah, nice and peppery.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
And I'm not a huge Merlot fan personally, but the last couple weeks I've been trying quite a few Merlots, and they are really good.
Quite
so
good, huh?
I think I'm getting into Merlots as I start working here.
And then my absolute favorite,
Yes.
which is the Lovegrass. This is D. Arenberg. You know, great little story behind this winery. This winery kind of made its money through horse racing. They had a couple of winning horses, and as a result, they were able to buy the land, buy the grapes, oversee the planning, hire the staff, and you know, they've now been making some real good, high-quality Shiraz. This is one of their upper tier wines, which is called the Lovegrass. And Lovegrass is basically a weed that's got these little flowers that are real sticky, that stick to the it sticks to the boots and to the socks and the of the vineyard workers, and as a result they call it Lovegrass because it sticks to you. But the same thing with this, same thing with this wine. This wine really does stick to you. You know, when you first taste it, it's got a level of earthiness to it that you're kind of taken aback by because you don't expect it. But then as soon as you go and you start drinking it, it really develops in the glass, and it becomes more and more elegant and complex.
I love those kinds of wines too, that you pour it in your glass and you let it sit for a couple minutes and it's like a whole new glass
Exactly.
of wine.
I mean, seriously, every 5, 10, 15 minutes, this glass is evolving into something completely different. So, good lineup.
Yes.
Very
Very
impressed
good.
with it. So, we look forward to seeing you here this week for the tasting. Make sure that we'll have the flyers underneath the tables so you can see exactly what areas we're going to be covering for the wine classes. And thank you so much for surviving the holidays with us.
Yes.
Cheers.